y'all doing? Otho Gold here today, and I'm going to share with you a tale of strangeness. We've all had moments like this where something has happened just out of this world. You know, it's unworldly. I happened to be in Louisiana visiting a friend of mine one time, and he just started work at a university there in Louisiana. I've spending the weekend with him, staying in his apartment. Well, this was a Sunday, and he decided to go to work that morning. He was a workaholic. And about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, he calls me and he said, "Can you come and get me? I've lost my keys." And I said, "Well, sure, I'll be there." Well, I drove over to pick him up, and he got into the car and he started relating this story about how he couldn't figure out what happened to his keys. Now, the way he told it, he said, "I went down to the men's bathroom and I went into the stall. I sat down on the toilet and I did my business, got up and went back to my office, and I thought, oh, my keys, they're missing." And he went back down into that toilet stall and he looked around on the floor. In fact, he got down and crawled around. He was looking behind the toilet, running his hands all over the floor. Nasty floor, by the way. And then he actually put his hands down in the toilet. He thought, well, maybe I dropped them in the toilet. So he was, reaching around down there trying to feel for the keys, couldn't find them. So he didn't know what to do. And they had just disappeared. So he went up to his office, called security there on campus, and they came over and they locked the door for him. Then he'd already called me, so I came over and picked him up, took him back to the apartment. And he went into his bedroom, and a little while later, he knocked on my door. He said, "You're not going to believe what happened." I said, "What, man?" He jumped up and down a couple of times, and I heard keys shaking. It sounded like keys, but it was coming from his shorts, his underwear. Now, he kind of laughed. He said, "I guess I set my keys right down in my Fruit of the Looms when I was sitting on that toilet seat. And then I got up, pulled my pants up, and they somehow were just hanging there, and I didn't feel them." Now, I had to think long and hard about that. Now, hang on just a minute. We're going to do a demonstration. Now, all of you have seen these big baggy shorts that men wear. These aren't the whitey-tighties like the old men wear, and like I used to wear. I got rid of all mine years ago. But, they look kind of like this. Now, the idea is that my friend, somehow or another, set his keys right down there in the crotch of his pants. And when he got up, it just kind of sagged down between his legs, and he didn't feel that until he went home and jumped in his bed, and then he heard this. Now, tell me that is not a strange story. And it just goes to show you that black holes do exist. Black holes and Fruit of the Looms, but I'm sure black holes exist all over, and I bet some of you have experienced them from time to time. Well, that's Otho's thought for the day. Y'all be good.